Let's put these concepts together and make a concise video so it doesn't seem like I'm insane. And my name is Chris Palmer, and in today's local blogging video, what I would like to share with you is a step-by-step on how you can leverage your blog to help get higher search rankings for your primary service pages. So the three things that I'm going to be covering specifically in this video is number one, how to leverage a blog for your local business to get more search ranking, sorry for the spelling. Number two, how to structure your website, improve search rankings of your primary services. Structure plays a massive part in the overall performance of the site. Number three, how to find the supporting content, your blog articles for your local business utilizing Semrush. So I don't want to waste any time. Again, I am Chris Palmer with chrispalmermarketing.com. Whether you need this done for you, need services, or any help at all related to search engine marketing, reach out. I'll be happy to help you. With that out of the way, let's get into some of the very first concepts. What I want to lay out for you first and foremost, let's start laying out the structure of the website. The website, or the main topic, or the idea of our website for these examples are going to be, it's a law firm. The law firm is focusing on personal injury. So anything that's in red, think of this as your primary navigation. So this primary navigation could be listed inside of your header or inside of your footer. We have our homepage. The name of the website is lawfirm.com. We have our personal injury page. The structure of this would look just like this. So you have lawfirm.com/personal injury. As a secondary service, we also have our we have lawfirm.com/truck accident lawyer. And last but not least, in red up at the top, we have our blog. In the navigation, it says lawyer tips. Actual page is lawfirm.com/lawyer tips. And then as we look down here, we also have our supporting pieces of content. Now let's hone in on the way the should or could look for your blog. For instance, let's say that we want to create supporting pieces of content, supporting articles, blog articles, to help support and drive traffic to our personal injury law firm page. So what I want to share with you is an example of an existing website it's a very well-known SEO blog in my industry that has the structure very nice, just to give you a visual representation of how it could look. Let me share with you Backlinko's blog. So when we're talking about having a top-level blog page, all of our blog articles, you could take some inspiration from Backlinko's blog. So we're on the main website / whatever this could be, I don't know, plumber tips. This could be lawyer tips. This could be chiropractor tips. Top level blog page, we're going to list out all of our blog articles. You could list them just like this. So for our example, it's going to be, what are the best personal injury law firms? How much should a personal injury law firm charge us? How often do cases get dismissed? I'm sure there's a million different topics. But as you can see, we're just listing all different types of articles, but they're all relevant to the main idea. Remember, for our example, we're a law firm. So we look down the list. When we click on one of these articles, it goes to a completely different page. Now, I've shown you a visual representation. You saw it's just a list of articles. Now, let's think of our example. Let's pretend that this is our lawfirm.com. The only thing different when we're creating supporting content is if you see the URL bar, this would say personal / our article. Now our supporting piece of content, our blog article, is personal injury. The supporting content to signify to Google that this is supporting, or a secondary idea to the main, is by having it implemented inside the structure. I hope this makes sense to you. Let's go back over to our examples here. We have our main services. For this example, we're talking about a law firm. This law firm specializes in personal injury, car accidents, and motorcycle accidents. The top level pages, or the pillar pages, are going to be hyper-focused primary keyword. The website's lawfirm.com. For our top level page, it's going to be / personal injury. And if we were to write a blog article or a supporting piece to support personal injury, just like this, lawfirm.com / personal injury / how to find the best personal injury lawyer. What I would like to do is I want to share with you how you can to support your main ideas or your main service page. Let's go ahead and log into Semrush so I could share this with you. What we're going to be utilizing is Semrush is in order to find supporting pieces of based on a primary service that you offer. One way that you can do it. I know there's lots of tools and lots of angles and lots of ways, but here's how I like to do it. So we're going to be utilizing the keyword magic tool. That's on your left. The primary keyword is personal. We're going to go ahead and do a search. When the results come up, what we want to do is we want to sort by the intent. Here's what we're going to do. See this button here where you can search by intent? We're going to click the informational. And then the very next step is we want to take a look at our list. And depending on what is going to be the most relevant for you and your service, the top level page, right? There's a small level of common sense here. Top level page that we want to write supporting content for is personal injury. It's not going to make sense for us to write an informational article about San Francisco personal injury lawyer, someone else's name. However, it would be very crucial and critical for us to create a page that is what is personal injury lawyer, how to find a personal injury lawyer. These would be great supporting pieces of content or that have informational intent to support our personal injury page. Let me show you another way that you can find related topics or ideas. Now, what you can also do is this. It always starts with a main top level service, whatever your service is. What we can do is we can type in personal injury lawyer. That's our service. And then we can go to related and we can click on, now we can have personal injury lawyer, how to find a personal injury lawyer, what is an injury lawyer, what is a personal injury lawyer, what is a PI attorney, what is personal injury law. Get the idea. So we did a broad match with informational intent, and then we also did a question that's going to be related. Now, I want to share with you one thing that I left off of the main list. This isn't definite what you want to do. If we're talking about scale, we want to move fast. We want to get a lot of content fast about a topic. Let me share with you this concept, okay? This idea exceptionally well. We're going to stick with the same topic here of we are a law firm. So we're a law firm. We're going to create our blog. We've gone through the way that it could be structured or the way it could look. But if we're making informational silos, if you want it to be even more what you can do is you can geo-modify your main blog concept. Here's what I mean by this. For instance, if you were to come in here and say, these are going to be the articles that we're going to create, you can geo-modify these. So for instance, let's just take this one for instance. So let's say that this is going to be one of our articles, / you have your personal injury / how to be a personal injury lawyer, because you have to note that over here we have our main top level page, which is personal injury. On the personal injury page, we talk about personal injury. Of course, we want to answer but we're also showcasing that, hey, we offer personal injury law in Ohio. We do it in Texas. We do it in Florida. We do it in Mississippi, wherever you do it. On those specific, we're going to list our geo-specific blog articles. We're talking about the same supporting content that we utilize to support our main topic page, but now we've geo-modified those supporting pieces of content for our geo-modified location-based service page. What I'm getting at is, you know how you go in there and you create your main template based on a primary keyword plus location, and you'll create that and then you'll spin it out to all your locations with just changing the geo modifier? You can do the exact same thing inside of your blog in order to encompass more keywords that are geo-specific. So I just wanted to point that out as a secondary tip. I wanted to share all of this with you. I hope that this has been helpful for you. We talked about how we can structure the website. I gave you an example of a very nice way to structure it. I also shared with you two ways that you can find supporting pieces of content, and I shared with you how you can create silos. The last piece that I want to point out is this. Remember this. We have our top level page. This is actually the page. Let me put this up here. Inside of our main navigation and inside of our footer, we've created internal links site-wide going to this page, the personal injury page. Inside of we've created 5, 10, some people go 50 separate personal injury supporting pieces of content articles. Tons, right? Pages. You're going to be internally linking up, right? Like we're sending this page. I'm going to mess this up now. This is pointing here. This is pointing here. This is pointing here. All of the location-based service pages are also internally linking not only to each other, but also up. This becomes a silo that's linking up and down, right? This is a personal injury silo. The amount of internal link that are pointing to the personal injury injury page is massive. You are screaming to Google, this is a very important, then you're signifying to Google because of structuring that these articles over here are less important, farther in the structure. With that being said, when we have two separate services, let me rewind this. I want to just give another secondary tip. This is important information you need to understand. If I have personal injury silo, right? We're talking about, here we are for Ohio, right? Here's our top level page. We do it in Ohio. We do it in Texas. Let's say you hit them all. Mississippi, you do South Carolina, North Carolina, New York, New Jersey, right? All of them. There's a list of them. Personal injury. Over here, you have your supporting pieces of content. Now let's pretend this is all in the silo, right? Because of the structuring. Now we have all these pages. It's a whole list of everything to do with personal injury plus locations, and then we have supporting content. Let's say there's 200 articles, right? And they all link to each other. Personal injury. They're all there supporting each other. The main focus is to push that personal injury page. That's the pillar page. Now we also do the same exact thing for our truck accidents. At no time should any of the truck accident service pages, the location-based, like the primary page, the location-based service pages, or any of the supporting pages for truck accidents should not cross-reference over to our personal injury page. Yes, they're related, but when you're making a silo, think of that silo as a standalone website that's like a standalone entity all by itself. Hyper-specific, hyper-relevant page and pages all about personal. Just created a whole boatload of them. See, you did the same thing for truck accidents. You don't cross-link. They're going to be internally linked through header and footer, but don't cross-link articles. Keep this specific to personal injury. Keep this specific to truck accidents. Keep this specific to car accidents. Keep your next silo to motorcycle. My name is Chris Palmer. If you have any other question related to local SEO, local business SEO, anything, never hesitate to reach out at chrispalmermarketing.com. I'll be more than happy to help you out. You can also ask questions in the section below, and I always look forward to seeing you in the next local SEO blogging, how to create local SEO bloggings for increased rankings video. I'll see you in the next one.